Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to Classic Flyers Theater with me, Timmy Flyersguy. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about Eric Lindros' 96-97 season. And this is part 3 of the golden years of Eric Lindros. I hope you all enjoy this video. Let's go Flyers!
Nothing, the Caps.
The Philadelphia Flyers have spent the 1996-97 NHL season persevering without their leader. But tonight, Eric Lindros makes his long-awaited return to the lineup as he suits up for the first time. The Flyers are anticipating all of what number 88 brings to the ice. Whether it be goal scoring or his fierce competitive nature. Of course, there's the physical play. Plenty of intimidation. It is a total package. The Flyers captain is one of the few players whose name alone strikes fear into opposing players. Lindros will be back where he belongs, on the ice, dominating as few can. Eric Lindros' 1996-97 season debut from Boston is next. For the point, tipped but not out by Lindros. The arms up from Koharski. Interference the call, and now a fight. Lindros is involved as Lindros will go at it with Pilon. Lindros and Pilon, big size advantage for Eric here. He's trying to get the mask off Pilon. He's done that. Now he got a right in there. A right hand by Lindros. Another right. Pilon's really just hanging on right here. Lindros, the right hand free again. Got another one in. Now they wrestle a bit. Another right by Lindros in tight. Another right cross. Pilon with a left to the back or the top of Lindros' head. Linesman thinking about getting in. And then Lindros tries another right just as the linesmen get between them. And when we found out Rich Pilon was going to play today, I said to you, he'll be trying to get Eric Lindros' attention. He has done that. And I'm not so sure he's happy about it right now as he was the loser, was Pilon, in that fight.
Well, maybe that's why the New York Islanders dressed 7 defensemen. And instead of going with 4 lines and 6 Ds, they decided to scratch an extra forward. So now they're with the absence of Pilon, they still can utilize 3 sets of 2 defensemen. And right along the boards with Lindros coming in, and after the whistle, 2 guys glared at each other and the fight resulted.
Pilon came in high on Lindros. That's what started it all, and this was the result.
Lindros trying to rip his helmet off. He's got that shield in front of his face, and you don't want to punch somebody with a shield on. That's not going to do any damage.
They each get 5 for fighting, well deserved. Smolinski got the original penalty for interference, so the Flyers get a power play. Big power play here, Gary. A chance to turn this game around. Howardchuk won the draw. The quick shot, he scores! Eric Lindros with a laser off the draw. We're tied at 1.
Not much that Samuelson can do on that one. Oh boy, what a shot by Lindros. He came ever so close in the first period. You see Richter just kind of shaking his head and having another drink. So he's off the schneid. Lindros, his first goal of the year. And a perfect draw by Dale Howardchuk. Right from the face-off. Watch Lindros right behind. Oh, and just snapped it. I can't believe that number 5 Samuelson was trying to get his foot out of the way. Hey, let it hit you. You might have made a save.
Easy for us up here to say, though. Huh? That was a...
You want me to say it again?
You look for a vapor trail on that one. What a shot by Lindros.
That was a...
We'll try the glass. Leclerc just lays it out of the zone. Onside Lindros. The breakaway. He scores! Eric Lindros somersaults in celebration. 5-2 Philadelphia. Eric's first goal on home ice.
And the fans love it. Again, whenever the Florida Panthers Flyers scored a goal. The Flyers have an answer. And Terry Murray sees Eric Lindros get that 3-goal cushion again. Watch the bank shot right through the center ice. Stop it right there. Eric Lindros had a good 2 strides over Karkner, and then it's a one-on-one battle, and he went right through the 5-hole. There was a little bit of hesitation, and then fired it through the 5-hole. Boy, the speed of Lindros, and there was no one that was going to catch him.
So many times Van Beesbroek frustrated Lindros in the playoff series last year. Not this time. Lindros beating him, and for the first time this season, the Panthers have allowed more than 4 goals.
How many is it tonight?
That's 5
goals.
Howardchuk back for Lindros, quickly to Howardchuk. Leclerc heads for the front of the net. Howardchuk centers, Lindros shot, he scores! Wide open net for Lindros, power play goal, and the Flyers lead 2-1.
Power play goal finally. Boy, sigh of relief for the guys that were on the ice. You know, sometimes a goal like that can just give you a little bit of confidence and loosen things up, but a lot of happy fans. Flyers kept it alive by getting the puck behind the net. Now from this position, again, Dale Howardchuk, you know, a lot of times he said, just because I'm not looking at you doesn't mean that I don't see you. But he put a pass right on the stick of Lindros, and there was no hesitation. And for Giguère, no chance at all to move from the left post to the other side to cover that shot by Lindros.
Second goal in 2 nights for Lindros, his third. Howardchuk to the puck in front. Lindros, he scores! Howardchuk to Lindros, and it was in that quickly. 2-0 Philadelphia.
Boy, there was no hesitation there whatsoever, but that's the kind of forechecking that Terry Murray is looking for when the Flyers make up their mind to get in there very quickly and then execute. You can see that both defensemen were behind the net trying to take on Dale Howardchuk. Well, Lindros just positioned himself right in front. Primo was late getting there, and once that puck hit Lindros' stick, why, it was gone right past Muzzatti, and the Flyers have 2.
Lindros extends his point streak to 7 straight games. His goal streak now 3 games, as he is starting to really rev it up in the score. Down for Lindros. Lindros spinning along the boards. Eric Lindros to Leclerc. He has the 4-game goal streak, trying to add to that. Lindros in front, score! Lindros fires. I don't believe Leclerc deflected. I think that one went in on its own. 5-0 Flyers. It's a power play goal.
Kind of interesting, Jim, all the wonderful chances that the line has had in the other Flyers, and you get a long shot past Ranford. Hard to believe. 5 of them, rack them up, 5 goals. A lot of happy fans here as the Flyers continue to put the puck in the net. Lindros had nowhere to pass it, just fires it at the net, hoping for a deflection by Leclerc, and I believe that it went straight in. This might give us a better look at it, but John Leclerc certainly was there to distract Ranford.
Well, if it's Lindros' goal, he extends his goal streak. And it is Eric's goal. Clear. Nienema kept it in. The Howardchuk just sent one in on Fischel. He sticks it away. Lindros tries to center. It goes in. They score! Leclerc took a chop at it, but I think it'll belong to Lindros. I think it went right off of Fischel and in. Power play goal. Yeah. 1-0 Philadelphia. Not exactly the blueprint that we were looking for, but it was still a power play by the Philadelphia Flyers, and all Lindros is trying to do is shovel it in front of the net. Watch this in the back pass. It actually hits the skate of Pilon, and you can see Fischel moving away from that post. I think you get a better look at it from this position right here. Now watch in front of the net as Fischel moves away from the post. It hits the back of his leg into the net. Of course, when Lindros describes it, it was an end-to-end rush and a blast. It's the magic touch of Eric Lindros right now as he extends his goal streak to 5 straight games. Goals in 6 of his last 7, and now a 9-game point streak. And Janie Watkins, beneficiary of the Flyers, scoring that goal as she wins 20. Shot off, but he was stopped by Snow. Here's Lindros in across the line. Lindros leaves the puck for Coffey. Coffey, the shot hit the goalpost. Rebound, Lindros, he scores! Coffey's involved in another goal, and Lindros has his second. 3-0 Philadelphia.
The full house here is enjoying every minute of it. Lindros gains his own and then just leaves the puck there for Paul Coffey. Coming late, and then there's a scrum in front. Nobody picked up Lindros, and he wasted little time in depositing that puck in the net. Watch Coffey, number 77. All of a sudden, he just moves right in and just puts the puck in front of the net. Now, King was looking at his goaltender instead of turning in a position where he could see who's coming late. Tough to cover somebody when you don't know they're coming, and Lindros puts it in the net.
So Lindros rolling to the Islander zone. Renberg hauled down, and there's a penalty. And Lindros comes in, and here we go. Lindros and Pilon the rematch. Hang on, Pilon, you're in trouble now. Lindros got the right hand for... Oh, Pilon coming back with the lefts. Wow, Pilon really coming back strong. Now they tie up. Pilon in a hang-on mode, Lindros, and they go down to the ice, so give Rich Pilon credit. He took on Lindros and handled himself well. Second time this year that he's been able to handle himself well. I thought he was in big trouble when Lindros got the right hand going, but Pilon came back strong.
He was with the first few punches, and then Pilon came back.
Well, there's a personal rivalry that certainly has developed in a hurry. Pilon and Lindros. Lindros gets that shield off, got 2 or 3 in early. Pilon came back.
Flyers penalty.
He is going to get instigation.
2 minutes for instigation.
And a misconduct. There's the instigation, they say. Yeah, his gloves were off first.
7 minutes, 31 seconds.
To Fergusaldi of Croydon, Pennsylvania, our McDonald's power play payoff contestant. Niederma centering for Lindros. Backhander. He scores! Lindros on the power play goal. And the Flyers are within 1 at 2-1.
Now there's a good example, the talent of an Eric Lindros. You know, taking that pass on a backhand and in one motion firing it past Belfour. And you watch Niederma looking for him. Lindros on the backhand, and he's tied up by Carney. Still gets enough on that shot, and it finds its way through the 5-hole. Boy, I'll tell you, that takes a lot of skill and positioning. And Lindros finally gets a goal because he has certainly had a lot of marvelous chances. That time, Belfour did not get that 5-hole closed up.
And so Lindros, for winding it around. Bob Probert to it, turnover, Lindros knocking it down, getting it back. Backhander, he scores! Eric Lindros has done it by himself. He's tied the game at 2.
Well, it was interesting in the game against St. Louis. Eric said after the game, boy, I just didn't have the spring in my legs. They felt like lead. That spring is certainly there tonight as Craig Hartsburg looks up, but
look out.
And Eric Lindros picks up the loose puck and just shovels it through that 5-hole again. Box, but again, you can see Lindros on the backhand. So both his goals have been backhand, and both have found its way into the 5-hole through the pads. But Lindros really sized that up. He read the play on a turnover, and then on a lucky bounce ended up on his stick, and he made no mistake putting that one in the net.
Now we await the penalty calls. 48 seconds, all that separate the 2 goals by Eric Lindros. And Eric right now concerned about what the penalty calls are. Terrian has already been escorted off, as has Ciccone to the penalty bench area.
Now make that 9 goals now for Eric Lindros and his 19th point. So he's moving up the ladder very quickly. And for Eddie Belfour, why me? Now it's been a...
Howardchuk finds the puck back on his stick. Leaves it for Lindros. Just 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Niederma to Lindros. One-timer. Score! Well, that one got in the net in a hurry. Power play goal. The Flyers have tied it at 2.
That's so quickly the tide could turn, and you look at the Flyers bench. Everybody's standing. That blast. Oh, my gosh, did he get wood on that one. Just a time before, the puck just slipped off the stick of Lindros, but a fake slap shot, and it hit Lindros with a soft pass that it looked like McLean got part of it, but not enough to stop it and keep it out of the net. And you can see the Flyers traffic set up in front of the net in case there was a rebound. Not on that shot.
So make it 14 straight games with a point for Eric Lindros. Some room to fire. Here's Lindros. Howard checked to Niedema moving in. The shot. Hit a body. Leclerc reach save. Rebound. They score. Lindros on about the 4th try from in front. Power play goal. The Flyers lead it 2-0.
I tell you what, a goaltender can only do so much. And Terreri, he wondered, where did all my support go? I mean, 3 whacks at it and no help from my defense. But Lindros finally puts it home on the power play. And the Flyers a 2-0 lead in the first period. Talk about traffic in front of the net. But the Flyers are outnumbered. There's the first shot. There's the second shot that goes in. But prior to that, the Flyers had 2 more chances. But Niedema gets it through. Now, here's where the traffic is. Stop it right there. Once the goaltender is down, the opportunity presents itself for Lindros to just stay patient and get it up in that upper part of the net. And on a few tries, he does exactly that. And you notice all the San Jose Shark players standing watching.
11th goal of the year for Lindros. He extends his point string to 15 games. That is a new personal high for his career. It also ties the longest streak in the NHL this year. Gretzky had a 15-gamer. We have a bit of a... Kjell Samuelsson keeps it in. Pass goes off Renberg, bounces to the slot, kept in by Terrien. Terrien fires one, deflected, score! Lindros and Renberg reaching for it on the deflection. The Flyers get right back within 1.
Well, even though the Flyers fell behind, there is a lot of time left in this hockey game. And the deflection beat Patrick Waugh. Chris Terrien keeps that shot right along the ice. There's Eric Lindros. No defenseman close to him. And when the pads of Patrick Waugh opened up, the puck went right by him. So Flyers have battled back. They're within 1.
Eric Lindros makes it 16 straight games with a point. That is the longest streak in the National Hockey League this year, as he continues to march on with goals and points. From the long road trip being a tough one.
You always have to beware, but Flyers don't believe in it.
Turnover, Lindros, shot, he scores! You don't see that often. Ray Bourque turning it over. Lindros capitalizes. Keep them coming. 4-0 Philadelphia.
Look at the expression on Coach Casper's face. He can't believe what's happening. So just mark that down, folks. 17 straight games registering at least 1 point. Eric Lindros. But there's the turnover, and Lindros makes no mistake. Boy, you cannot give guys of the talent of a Lindros chances like that, and he makes no mistake. 4-0.
Lindros with a 4-game goal streak going as well, and you mentioned 17 straight with a point. 1 game short of the club record. He did indeed. Samuelsson, Lacroix, Otto, Lindros. 4-0 Philadelphia. Otto and Lindros' goal separated by just 19 seconds.
Now watch Ray Bourque trying to go up the middle. It actually hits the stick of John Leclerc, who slowed it down considerably, and it was just sitting like a duck on the pond, and Lindros made no mistake.
They did give Leclerc an assist, his second.
So I'm on the ice, and I've got skates on. Watch out, baby. Eric Lindros is going to help me out. Hi, Eric.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Looks like you don't need that much help. You're
No,
whizzing
I'm
around
like,
pretty well.
all right, how do I hold this? All right, hold it this way, right?
Yeah.
And like that?
Nope,
That's
turn her over.
Oh, turn over.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the position that you guys always
This is the
are in.
position.
So you're a pretty fast skater, man. You are a badass. I heard you play at some sports off the ice too.
Yeah, you.
What are those?
I love to golf. Play a little tennis.
Out of all games you could do off the ice, why golf?
Well, it's seasonal. I mean, when our season's over, golf seems to be what's in.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's relaxing.
All right, you sure?
She's in.
Yay! Okay, favorite junk food. I know you got. Come on,
Favorite junk food?
Confess.
Those Doritos Cool Ranch.
Really?
Those are good.
Ew, they smell like feet.
Well, they taste better than feet.
I like Cheetos. We've got other players in the league. They eat junk food. Eric, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been,
I've
dude?
been waiting right here for you to ask you
Really?
for one last skate, if you would be so kind.
Eric, you have a way with words, of course.
Eat on that, boys.
Woo!
As the sunset drops and we look at the ceiling of the Coliseum.
Hey, Mark. Moved off the boards by Niedema. Big hit by Lindros, knocked down Konstantinov. That was payback, big time. Pass across, Lindros couldn't handle it. Lapointe works it out.
Konstantinov without a stick. He fell down. He's on woozy street.
Yeah, is he ever? Is he ever? And he's back up, but he's still having trouble.
Yeah.
Did you ever see a boxer with the legs? Look, now he's back.
He's going
down
to one
again.
knee. He's down for the count.
And that was a clean hit. It was just hard. It was a punishing hit by Eric Lindros. And now Konstantinov, boy, you talk about a tough guy. He's making his way to the bench on his own.
That woke up the crowd. Red Wings arguing they want a call, and they're going to be penalized here. I think they wanted a call, perhaps for charging. They were arguing with Rob Schick. LaPointe's going off.
That was a punishing hit by Eric Lindros. I mean, that thing was hard, and it looked like he hit him with a shoulder. Here it is again. Here's Lindros right here. This is Konstantinov. Watch this. Here it comes. He doesn't see him coming, but he turns. And by the time he turns, he gets leveled. There's Konstantinov. Oh, what a hit. What a hit by Lindros. And Konstantinov had trouble, got to his feet, fell down, went back down to one knee, and then got up again. Listen to this.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Oh.
Now, a memo recently was put out to the officials. There is zero tolerance for criticism of the officials by the players. Martin Lapointe was upset. He got a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, arguing the non-call, if you will, and then got a 10-minute misconduct from referee Rob Schick. So Lapointe is gone for the next 12 minutes. 4:44, the time of the penalties. There's Konstantinov being checked out by the trainer. He seems to be clear-eyed now. A little smelling salts being used.
Well, the fans are up here cheering. They haven't cheered since the Flyers scored a goal. And they're replacing the glass. It looks like behind the net. And this has been a quiet crowd, a large crowd. Here it is again. And to me, that was a good hit.
Absolutely.
That was a solid hit.
Konstantinov up, down. He's shaky. We'll be right back.
To it. Zabernowski turns it over. Zuber shot. Save heavy look. Rebound Lindros. He scores. The drought is over as Eric Lindros hammers home the rebound. 4-1 Philadelphia.
It's almost like a sigh of relief for Eric Lindros to get back in the right direction as far as scoring goals, but he's had a very strong game. You know, one thing about Eric Lindros is he helped out defensively, going for the net and tapped it right out of the air. You know, a lot of guys, when a lot of top players in the National Hockey League, when they're in a scoring drought, they hang around center ice looking for that breakaway. That has not been the game that Lindros has played. He's hit, he's grabbed his check, he's gone for the net, and finally he's rewarded for his hard work.
Rewarded with the fifth wanting to fight his way to the front. It's shaken behind for Leclerc. Leclerc turning on the wedge of carpet set to Lindros. He scores!
The cycle by the big boys. And it's now 26 of the last 31 shots have been had by the Philadelphia Flyers. They cycle in the corner. Zubris is there, Leclerc is there, Lindros is there. You see the puck on the backboards, the cycle goes on, and Lindros, he avoids, as you see his check, and then a quick shot through the screen of Samuelsson and through the legs of Mike Richter. 2 goals through the legs of Richter now. Look at the Rangers, they sent 3 guys over to the side where Leclerc was, and before Samuelsson could get out to Lindros, there's the quick little wrist shot right through the legs of Mike Richter, and Philadelphia leads for the first time. They've dominated here.
Into the slot, Leclerc getting free, Leclerc shot! It goes in, they score! He scores! I believe that'll be number 5 for John Leclerc, and he becomes the first Flyer in the regular season to notch 5 in a game. Hats off to John Leclerc.
Hold it. We got 25 seconds left. Is there a possibility for 6?
This one, I believe, goes in off a Canadian, which is turnabout being fair play.
That's 3 goals tonight, but that's happened. John Leclerc intercepts the pass, and away he goes. Boy, he's showed tremendous strength. Puts it in front of the net. Oh, I think it's Lindros.
That may be Lindros. So Lindros will get on the board.
Boy, that had everybody fooled. I thought that was John LeClair. So Lindros gets the goal. So for the third time this year, every member of the Legion of Doom scores a goal. But tremendous strength by John LeClair. And
that's clearly Lindros' goal. So they're all on the board.
What a night.
John LeClair, a new career high with 6 points to Nienema. Nienema down low, Lindros in front for LeClair. They score! Oh, that one went in quickly, and the power play works for the Flyers. We're tied at 1.
All it took was a shot from the point. And we got things rolling, so the power play gets the job done. We got a tie hockey game. And boy, if the Flyers ever get that power play going, watch out. All right, watch the movement now. And here's Nienema going to hit Lindros. He's wide open and quickly in front of the net. It doesn't reach there. Puck comes right back to Lindros and he stuffs it. Boy, what a break there. Danico, he has to be a little upset. I mean, if I'm going to stop the puck, how come it comes right back to him? And then, of course, Brodeur had moved the first time. And when the puck came back to Lindros, he was out of position.
So number 17 for Lindros. He now has 4 goals in his last 6 games. Nearly had a cutting Michael Renberg. Renberg turns it back to the slot. Lindros is there. The wrist shot. He scores! He didn't miss the target that time. Bullseye, 1-0 Philadelphia.
Well, that all started with the Dan line playing very aggressive. Dale Howard-Chuck's line followed it up with a good shift, and then a line change. Eric Lindros notches his 18th goal of the year with a wrist shot. Flyers looking for that first goal, getting the lead. Watch Michael Renberg. He just slips it in there, and Lindros had it turn and snap it at the same time. I don't know if number 2 Pitlick set up a screen in front of his own goaltender, but Lindros whipped that wrist shot right by him. Tugnutt, no chance on that one.
3-game goal streak with it, centered off the skate, back to Renberg, in front, the shot, they score! Lindros camping out on the doorstep, and he's able to drive that one home, and just like that, the Flyers tie it at 1.
Boy, you love to just be in front of the net. The puck comes to you, but the guy that made it all possible was Michael Renberg. I mean, he skated from just over his own blue line, got the head up, no one to give it to. Now he spots Lindros and then just shovels it in front of the net. Nobody picked up Lindros, and he just put it up high, and we got a tie hockey game. Here, another look at it. Now watch Renberg, and stop it right there. Oh boy, did you see the takedown by Lindros? And the puck will come right out, and we got a goal, but Lindros may have got away with drawing a penalty there. Wow.
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Amazing.
And didn't go through Van Beesbroek.
To the point, Coffey over to Desjardins, shooting one, score! Eric Lindros on the deflection, and the Flyers have won the game in overtime 4-3.
The face-off caught up. The face-off losses all night long caught up to the Panthers. And, you know, Desjardins didn't shoot the puck hard. He just took a wrist shot. Watch him get open here. The puck is moved across. And here's the wrist shot. There's the stick of Lindros. What a deflection. This shot was going wide. And he reached out, put the puck back through the legs of John Van Beesbroek. 1 player, 2 player, 3 players, 4, and then Lindros again. Everybody but LeClair touched the puck. And there's the puck going through. I think Renberg did it. Was it Renberg that did a great job on his stomach to get the puck back? Look at Lindros face the shot. There's the stick. The puck off the heel of the blade, even though he was covered. And it's in the net. Philadelphia won so many faceoffs in this game. I mean,
Studio 7 here at the Fox Television Center. You know, when Eric Lindros joined the Flyers 5 seasons ago, he was a marked man. Both Philadelphia fans and the National Hockey League were looking for him to take the sport into the 21st century. We recently sat down with Eric, the guy who's called the next one, to reflect on the captaincy, Paul Coffey, and Lindros' career.
I used to think I was invincible until I sat in the sidelines for a couple of years. I mean, I know now that, and I've known for the last 2 years that I'm not, and my game's changed quite a bit. You know, I'm not quite as physical. You know, I hit when it's appropriate, much more appropriate, and try to avoid them as much as possible. We're getting better, and right now we're getting close to the point where we're feeling real comfortable every time we're going on the ice, and we're feeling in control, feeling like we can take over games again. He commands a lot of respect. On the ice, he's got that ability to jump in and be that third or fourth player on a rush. He's got this uncanny ability to make the crisp, long, crisp pass that's dead on the stick. He sees the ice tremendously well, and he's calm and cool out there. I'm a better captain than I was, 5 days ago, and I'm a much better captain than I was when I first was given the captaincy. And I'm only going to get better, especially with having guys like Paul and Joel Otto around. They're little guys that you kind of talk to on the side and ask certain things, or they'll come up and help you out along the road. I'm obviously not satisfied with what's gone on, especially in the playoffs. But I'm not going to say that I'm extremely dissatisfied. There's been a lot of great times, great moments, and some good hockey played. But I'm basing everything, especially this year, on playoffs and playoff performance. I mean, it's gotta we gotta be rolling. We gotta be cooking and have a good run at it.
Expectations are high for this immense talent, but none more so than during the playoffs.
Well, absolutely. With all due respect to the regular seasons, champions' reputations are made in the Stanley Cup Championship. Last year against Tampa Bay, Eric was absolutely dominant. What you don't get yet is the eye of the tiger look you get from Mark Messier, who's won 6 Stanley Cups. But he's just 24 years old. The Flyers are hoping that this year, the eye of the tiger look will come from Mr. Eric Lindros.
Well, at least right now, he's exuding some quiet confidence. And we've got more of the NHL on Fox coming your way after this.
Picks it up, in across the line, Lindros drops it up for Renberg. Renberg centers, the shot goes over Lindros, they score! Another beauty! This one belongs to Lindros. And it's 5-5.
Oh my goodness, I see it, but I don't believe it. The beat goes on. Players are just, every opportunity is putting that puck in the net. And what a hopeless, helpless feeling by the goaltenders. I mean, the passing has just been unbelievable. Tic-tac-toe and on the stick. And watch again as the Legion goes to the attack. And Lindros right in front of the net on another good pass by Peter Svoboda. And all Lindros had facing him was empty net. And Bales, no chance whatsoever.
That's a great pass from Svoboda.
Like
Lindros, slam dunk.
The goaltender going south, and you're at the north end, and just stuff it.
They can win on the road.
Yes.
They've played well at home. They've got to win on the road now.
Big hit. Lindros hit by Chanel. Whoa! And they go face to face, and the gloves are dropped. Lindros got upset. Watch out here.
I think Lindros is really upset.
Oh, yeah, he was, as soon as he got hit, he got up and he was yelling at Chanel. Come on, drop the gloves. And actually tapped him with his stick as he was skating away. It was a tremendous hit. Remember, Lindros missed a couple of games with a bad back, and he landed on that back. And he was upset with the hit.
Chanel and Lindros go off 5 minutes each. For the remainder of regulation time, Lindros is going to the locker room. He may have been given the instigator.
Yeah. There's the pass. Now watch the hit. Lindros saw him coming. Boy, he got the stick up, and then he got the elbow in his face, and he fell right on the small part of his back. And right there, Lindros is talking to him. You see him tap him with the stick. He's already talking to him. And Chanel tried to drop the gloves quickly and get in close on him. Probably a pretty good move against the big guy. He held him off. Lindros was able to get the first few punches in. Here comes a hit again.
Dean Chanel. And then there's Lindros. Falls on the lower part of his back. He knows how to protect it.
Brindamore has it. Brindamore to Nienema. He'll take the shot to Leclerc. Save rebound. Lindros, he scores! Oh, great puck movement there. Lindros puts the power play goal. 1-0 Philadelphia.
Now the power play has been on a roll in the movement and the execution. The team has not always been rewarded with goals, but on that one, you know what really happened is Manderville went out of his way to try to take a hit on Paul Coffey, got himself out of position. Watch this. That's not an intelligent play, and this gave the Flyers some time. And a little tic-tac-toe. Now Burke made the save, but you can see when you're on the seat of your pants, it's very difficult to stop the second shot. John Leclerc just using the deflection, stick on the ice, and how Burke ever got a hold of that one, I'll never know, but it had absolutely no chance on the rebound by Lindros.
Number 22 for number 88. As he continues to pile up the points, Lindros 2 goals and 7 assists. 7 assists in his last 2+ games. Nienema to Dijkhuis. Dijkhuis to Leclerc. Dijkhuis and Leclerc instead of going to Lindros and across the line with a step to shot. He scores! Eric Lindros wins it for the Flyers. Sweet redemption for Eric Lindros. The Oilers are irate right now, but the Flyers have won the hockey game.
They should be irate. Lindros hauled the guy down, and that got him all by himself. And every member of the Oilers is just going after Jackson.
Yeah, but he hadn't caught anything all
through the
third period and overtime.
Right. What a goal by Lindros to win it in overtime.
Has to be sweet for Eric.
Watch this. Here's the play. Within Lindros just going down. He's home free and snaps a shot. It finds its way right through the 5-hole. The game winner with 43 seconds left. Lindros put on a burst of speed. Number 24, Marchment, was in pursuit, but couldn't prevent the shot on goal. Here he goes, head up. Joseph gets a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out.
Now Dijkhuis had an option of going ahead to Leclerc with a pass. He waited, he found Lindros, and Eric Lindros very happy that he did. Dijkhuis and Nienema will get the helpers at 4:16.
And then Carl Dijkhuis to Eric Lindros in sudden death overtime, a burst of speed and a shot through the 5-hole, and that was the game winner in overtime. 5-4 victory, and Eric Lindros is the Bud Ice player of the game. Goal and an assist tonight.
He has some words for Snow. And now we have a fight. Bob Bugner and Eric Lindros. Bugner and Lindros will go. Lindros obviously very frustrated. He fought Bugner before last year, and he handled him well in the fight. Right now, though, they're all tied up. Now Lindros gets a right hand free. Bugner tries to trade with him. But it's Lindros! Oh, he caught him with the right! And Bugner took that one solidly, and the linesmen have to jump in to protect him. Good news is the crowd is into it. And now Bugner comes back looking for more with Lindros. With only 2:10 remaining, they'll both be escorted off. Of course, the bad news is Flyers down 4 goals, lose Lindros for at least 5 minutes.
And I think Lindros right now just trying to energize this hockey club. They haven't been able to do it in the goal-scoring department, so perhaps a fight is... And Lindros does get 2 or 3 real good ones in. There's the first one, and then follows it up with another one. And immediately the linesmen come to the aid of Bugner.
Bugner, Flyers penalty number 88, Eric Lindros, each 5 minutes for fighting. Time 17 minutes, 50 seconds.
Pretty good feeling when you make contact with your fist to the face, but not such a good feeling when you hit the helmet.
Oh, but that one right, he caught him. A right that set Bugner falling backwards.
Well, while we wait for the players to...
Ahead for Lindros. Eric Lindros, the pass to Coffey. Coffey in across the line. He's got the jump. The pass to Lindros. He scores! Oh, bullet by Eric Lindros on the one-timer. It's tied at 1.
That was so beautifully executed by the Flyers. That's why Paul Coffey is here, folks. Those good strides, and he just has the Maple Leafs defenseman backtracking, and once you get the defenseman turned, you can just throw a nice little pass in there. Now, stop it right there. See this here, how the defenseman's turned? He has no chance on that drop pass back to Eric Lindros, and Lindros just one-times it. That is vintage Coffey. And what a slap shot by Eric Lindros. Another look at it. Get the defenseman turned and have your forward just fire that howitzer.
And that's special for Eric. His family and friends, of course, on hand as he lives in Toronto and born in nearby. A quick shot. Block bounces through. Here's Renberg. Backhander save. Rebound. Lindros. He scores! Lindros ties it right back up. It's knotted at 3.
The Leafs get one. Flyers come right back. Happy smile on the face of Lindros. And the Legion of Doom gets all 3 goals now for the Flyers. Boy, oh boy, the goals are going fast and furious here at the 3rd period. Watch the shot right in front of the net. Follow the bouncing puck. First, Michael Renberg gets a shot, and Potvin stops it, but you notice that he is out of position, in a sprawling position, and Lindros has time to reach behind that goal line and just put it out in front and deposit it in the empty net.
And it's another goal in which each member of the line gets a point. Renberg and Leclerc each getting assists. And away. Eric Lindros in across the line. Lindros tried to make the move, lost the puck. Renberg, though, finds it. Centers, Lindros shot, he scores! The hat trick for Eric Lindros, and the Flyers lead it 4-3.
The Lions playing like they're possessed, aren't they? Boy, oh boy. Mike Murphy of the Maple Leafs probably saying if that line hadn't showed up, we'd be very competitive tonight. Well, they have been competitive, but they haven't found a way to stop the Lindros line. They have registered all 4 goals, but again, they go to the attack. Now, Lindros loses the puck here. It looks like the Maple Leafs were going to get out of it, and then Michael Renberg quickly pounces on it. And his pass to Lindros, I mean, Potvin never had a chance because Lindros released it as soon as it went on his stick. Never gave Potvin a chance to get set up.
So Eric Lindros has got the hat trick, his first of this season, and his 9th of his career. And Eric Lindros getting patched up too as that cut continues to bleed. So the Flyers in front in this hockey game for the first time.
Loves to perform here in Toronto, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Now here's another look at Lindros now trying to beat the defenseman McCowan, loses possession, but immediately Michael Renberg picks it up. And I think there was going to be a stick hold there against number 20 Johnson because Dvorsky had his arms up, but then on that pass, I mean, that was right on the tape from Renberg to Lindros, and he made no mistake firing it past Potvin.
Only 2 players in Flyers history have had more hat tricks than this guy right here, Eric Lindros.
And I'm not one of them.
No, you aren't. You finished up with 3, which is still a good number, 3 hat tricks. But Tim Kerr had 17 career hat tricks. McLeish had 12. There was some confusion as to how many. It was his 9th career hat trick. It is his 9th career hat trick. Eric Lindros, by the way, has never scored 4 goals in a game. He came close moments ago.
Yeah, and we got some 12:35 left, so let's not write that off.
And around the boards for Leclerc. Leclerc finds Lindros. Lindros has 3. He has 4. First time in his career, Eric Lindros has scored 4 goals in a game. Fires that one into the empty net. Flyers will win this one as they lead 6-3, and it's a 6-point night for the big guy.
Yeah, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? John Leclerc controlled the puck along the wall very effectively. Just moved it to Lindros, and the rest was history. So a 6-goal performance for the Flyers, all by the Lindros line. I guess we know who's going to be first starting that door.
Yeah, I think we have an idea.
There's the pass from John Leclerc, and Lindros sees nothing but open net. As soon as he shot it, he knew that shot was perfect. Even hit the twine.
So all his friends and family, not all, but many of his friends and Most of his family on hand to watch this one, and what a night for them as they get to partake in a Lindros 6-point effort.
And you go from 23 goals to 27 in a hurry, don't you?
Yeah, Ron Hextall gets a point. He got one with Leclerc and Lindros. Niederman and Desjardins, the point shot. Niederman, deflection, score! Eric Lindros deflected it off the shot from Niederman. Power play goal, 2-1, Philadelphia.
Now it makes a lot of sense. Get the puck back to the point, fired at the net, look for the deflection, and Eric Lindros, welcome him back with a goal on the power play. And what that'll do is get the Caps thinking a little bit. Hey, we can't continue to take penalties like this, Biggie, because both of it are the result of goals by taking penalties. All right, now stop it right there. Look at Lindros. There's the position. The puck, the stick was out, changed direction, and Ranford, no chance on the play. You know, that's a play that the guys really work a lot during practice. You know, have defensemen shooting at the net, high, low, and just practice deflecting. So Niederma gets it high, the puck drops, Ranford can't pick it up, and all of a sudden the Flyers have a 2-1 lead.
28th of the year for a guy who has missed 28 games, I should say. You're talking about a guy who scores at a good clip. Eric Lindros. He now has points in the last 7 games that he's played, and a lot of them, 6 goals and 10 assists. Well, the Flyers have the puck bouncing in the air. The battle on. Otto couldn't get it. Terrian playing it to the boards. Lindros a chance to clear. He will. It's going toward the empty net. And in! Lindros with a long-range goal. Empty net tally. Flyers will win as they lead it 5-3.
Oh boy, it's not always what you hope for. Is that long shot, the length of the ice. Because if it doesn't pay off or doesn't go in the net, you're going to have a face-off in your own zone. I'll tell you, when it goes in, it relieves a lot of tension and a lot of heat. But there was quite a battle on the wall. And then Lindros grabs a hold of it and lets it fly. Watch this, just like a curling rock, finding its mark, sliding.
Nobody questioning it, though.
And then it goes just inside the post. I'll tell you what, very good play by Terrian. He went in that corner first, outraced Tocchet for the puck, and Lindros has a 2-goal game on his return. But more important, the Flyers will win their 43rd game of the year.
We'll try again. Pass to Niederma, rink wide for Lindros. Eric Lindros slowly moving up with it, then turns on the speed, goes around Bergevin, the shot, he scores! Vintage Eric Lindros. He embarrassed the defenseman, and then he split the uprights between the legs on Fuhr. We're tied at 2.
You know, one of the important things for a great hockey player is the change of pace. You're going to see Lindros actually slow right down. There, now, burst of speed, and it catches number 4 for the St. Louis Blues, Bergevin, standing still on his heels, and then Lindros just released the shot. Now, this goal, again, is going to go through the 5-hole of Grant Fuhr. Now, I bet you Grant Fuhr would like to have this back again. Again, it doesn't look like he's ready to stop it going down before the shot even gets to him. So both the Flyer goals have found their way through the 5-hole.
30th of the year for Eric Lindros. 4th time he's reached that mark. Only one season, the lockout short for Hansful. There's a pass for Klatt. Klatt knifing in. Leach bats it away. Terrian keeps the puck in the zone. Down low. Pass out in front. Lindros to Leclerc. He couldn't tuck it in. Now it hit the post. Lindros thought it was in, and Karski says it's a goal. They score at the side of the net. Lindros and Leclerc were reaching for it. I believe it'll be Lindros getting the goal if it stands. A crazy goal, but the Flyers appear to lead it 2-0.
Well, John Leclerc had the first crack at it. He had a gaping net. And watch this. John Leclerc from the skate to the stick. It just nudges off the goalpost. But there's Lindros banking the shot off of Richter. And the guy that has the best look is referee Koharski. We can't see it, maybe from this angle. And watch Lindros now banking it off the post, off of Richter, and into the net, which we can't see. But Koharski, this guy right here, he's the guy that does see it.
He's very sure he saw it, too, because no replay. That is a goal. Eric Lindros with number 31. So the Flyers with the 2.
Action. The Flyers and Rangers, they have a score to settle here tonight. And Jim and Gary, there will be no Eric Lindros. The Rangers got him suspended. A bit of a victory for them, huh?
I would say so, Ken. The Flyers without Eric Lindros due to a suspension imposed by the league, a 2-game suspension as a result of these 2 high sticks. One against Shane Churla and then against Dolph Samuelson later on. Gary, the 2 high sticking incidents getting Eric out for 2 games. Is it a fair decision?
I think Eric probably got out very lightly, but we call it Brian Burke normally only gives 2 games, so that's exactly what Eric got.
And there is a look coming up of exactly what Eric Lindros faces. He'll also be fined $2,000 and obviously missing until Sunday when the Flyers take on New Jersey. Now, is retaliation part of this?
I don't think so. I really believe that.
For Chris Therien. Therien right in the field. And the pass to Lindros. Lindros moving up. Lindros, the shot, he scores! Oh, the quick release of Lindros. Bullet drive by Dunovich, 4-2.
Now that's what Lindros, just watching that play, should say to himself, hey, why don't I shoot the puck a lot more? In the first and second periods, he had the same opportunities. He was looking to pass the puck through skates or sticks. But this is all set up with a good pass by Zubris. Now watch Lindros going wide and snapping it. I mean, he caught Dunham by surprise there with that quick release. That had the markings of a Mark Messier, didn't it?
Yeah.
We've seen Messier score from that position many, many times.
Lindros picks up his 32nd of the year. Lindros comes flying in the power play. Nienema or Prospel. Lindros is in the slot. Prospel moves in. There's Lindros. He scores! Oh, Prospel spotted him, and Lindros whipped it home. Power play goal, 4-1 Philadelphia.
What a gifted play by Vinny Prospel as the Flyers on the bench. They're giving the high fives, and Eric Lindros gets his first playoff goal and his 3rd point. Look at Prospel, just waiting for the box to break down, and then he hits Lindros with a soft pass that he can one time. Watch this youngster operate, and then Lindros waits no time in putting the puck past Riggett. But when that box opened up, it gave Lindros a lot more room, and Prospel just put it right on his stick. What a player. Boy, this youngster is really opening up a lot of eyes. Vinny Prospel and a fine setup to number 88.
Not a bad shot either by Lindros as he puts his first goal of these playoffs on the board, his 11th postseason goal. Big power play tally, and that struggling Flyer power play of tonight's game is brought to you by Toyota.
Well, the Penguins were only 2 behind, and then the Flyers on the power play in which they scored 2 power play goals. Vinny Prospel, a soft pass on the stick of Lindros, and he one-timed it past Riggett, and that opened up a 3-goal lead. So the Flyers just kept storming along, but Lindros played a huge role into tonight's contest. He just kept going and taking Moran right out of the play, and that's the core state grit check of the game, and he continued to battle along the wall without his stick and with his stick, and he got the fans into an absolute frenzy with his work. And not to mention a goal and 3 assists for a 4-point night for number 88. They had the game face on. He led by example. And the Flyers, they just outmuscled the Penguins. And a lot of it had to do with the heroics of number 88. And so he is the Bud Ice player of the game.
So much pressure on Eric Lindros as these playoffs arrive, and he certainly met the challenge in Game 1. Lots of heroes for the Flyers. Lindros, one of them, of course. Gar Snow, Pat Falloon, go right down the line. Flyers with a solid victory. Back with more in a moment. Dishing for Hicks, but he's stopped. Flyers gain control. Here's Leclerc to Lindros. Wide fires and scores! Oh, the laser beam from Lindros, and the Flyers lead it 3-2.
Oh, that was a howitzer. Oh my gosh. What a blast by Lindros, but on a turnover and the counterattack by the Flyers, John Leclerc made that possible. So perhaps that line matchup, well, obviously did not work for Craig Patrick. But just now on the turnover, and immediately Renberg gets it up ice, 2-on-1. And a perfect pass sets up this blast. Ken Riggett can't stop them all. And he never even moved on that one until it was past him.
Leclerc and Renberg get assists. Renberg a three-point night, which ties a career high in the playoffs for him. Now Lindros now has a goal and a helper in the game. Are the linesmen. Lindros line will start for the Flyers. It'll be Peter Nedved, Joe Baranek, and Ed Olczyk. That is the second line for the Penguins. Crowd is roaring, ready for this one, and the Flyers control. Yanni Niinimaa to Peter Svoboda. Back to Niinimaa, who has 3 assists in this series. Leaves the Flyers with a +3. Chips the puck deep into the zone. Renberg digs it free. Renberg in front. Lindros shot save. Rebound. He scores! 14 seconds into the game. Flyers lead it 1-0. You said they needed a quick start.
Well, the crowd is juiced. So is the Lindros line. They needed that forecheck game going. They got it from Michael Renberg as Lindros gets a perfect feed and gives the Flyers the lead. There's the pass set up by Michael Renberg. Reggett made the first stop. No help for Reggett defensively. The rebound was there. Again, look at Michael Renberg right on the tape. Lindros fouls it up, and in it goes.
They are reviewing this goal. Did not appear as though Leclerc or Renberg were in the crease, but they are going upstairs. This has become a frequent scene in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Many complaining about the fact that every goal seems to get reviewed, but the call is a goal, and the Flyers do indeed have the 1-0 lead.
You know, part of the discipline of a player has to be where you position yourself. Look at John Leclerc staying outside that crease. He was about 2 or 3 inches away, but definitely outside it. So, number 88 and the Legion of Doom get it started.
Renberg and Dijkhuis will get the assists. We're trying to check and see if that is indeed a club record for fastest goal to start a playoff game. We're still looking. But Eric Lindros, just the start the Flyers wanted.
Kind of interesting, Craig Patrick.
Niinimaa keeps it in. Pass back now. In front, Lindros, and he missed on the tip try. Coffey fires. Lindros puts it down and fires and scores! Power play goal, and Lindros finally has a goal against Buffalo. It's 1-0 Flyers.
Capacity crowd certainly enjoying the power play by the Flyers. First Lindros, an opportunity in front of the net for the deflection. He stays there. Now stop it right there. Look at all the room Lindros has. The 2 closest men are quite a ways away from him. He can turn around and fire it. With Shields down, he had committed early, so Lindros had a lot more room. Watch Shields now. This is the first one. Again, Lindros just stays there, stops it, and right through the 5-hole. He got that shot away before Shields could go into that butterfly and protect the 5-hole.
So Lindros is first of the series, 4th of the playoffs. The Flyers get their second power play goal of this series. Coffey will get the assist along with Dale Howard.
Blocks the pass. And it comes out of the zone. Shannon pokes at it. Here comes Lindros to the net. Lindros scores! The big guy was let in all alone, and he beat Steve Shields. And the Flyers now have a 2-0 lead.
Well, there was some confusion with Buffalo making a change. They had too many men on the ice. They didn't want to get caught. So one player went off, and that allowed the chance. Here's Schmelik. Look, he's going to the bench. He wants to get off, and watch where the puck ends up right near him. So he just jumps out of the way. And that allows Brind'Amour to come here and pick up the puck and then just put it over here so that Lindros can skate right into it. There it is. Now he's got room. He's got that strength and a great move to get past the defenseman coming back. There it is again. They're just taking advantage of the play. Rod Brind'Amour just reaching out with his stick to poke the puck. And then Lindros does the rest. Great play by Brind'Amour. Lindros now with time, room, and he beats Shields to make it 2-0.
No, Joe, it may only be coincidental, but Steve Shields is not.
He is seriously injured, and he was down for a good 4 or 5 minutes.
Finally got back up, but you're right. Since then, the one soft shot, the backhand through the legs, and then Lindros here to make it 2-0.
Eric Lindros coming up with his second goal of this series, his 5th of the playoffs. Rod Brindamore and Chris Terrian, the assist at 8:32. And I don't know if there's been a more valuable play. Just under 11 minutes to go in the second period. And here's Lindros again with speed. Shields falls down. Lindros is taken down. Should be a penalty shot. And it is a penalty shot for Eric Lindros. Shields upset, broke his stick. I think the Flyers want an automatic goal.
Well, I think they should get the automatic goal. It was a breakaway with no one in the net. It's like the goaltender being pulled on the play. And it all started from deep in their own zone. The Flyers are just trying to clear the puck out. And that's Hextall with the play. And Lindros just skates into it. There's Shields. Now he's halfway, doesn't know what to do. Now look, he's got a wide open net. And the Buffalo player from behind pulls him down.
Now is Darryl Shannon taking down Lindros.
That shows you how difficult it is to stop Lindros when he's got speed. And because of his size and his strength, Shannon trying to get back has a real difficult time with him. Finally is able to pull him down.
First penalty shot of this year's playoffs. Steve Shields, he went down hard again, Joe. He fell down on his own this time. He broke his stick in frustration after the play. And now he will have to face Eric Lindros on the penalty shot.
Yeah, Shields made a bad decision. He came out, realized that there was no chance that he could have beaten Eric Lindros to the puck. And then when he tried to stop, fell down, and that's what gave Lindros a chance. Broke his stick in frustration over the crossbar, and now he's going to have to face Lindros on the penalty shot.
Last penalty shot scored in the playoffs, 1992, when Jaromir Jagr beat John Van Beesbrook against the Rangers. Last year there was one penalty shot. Joey Juneau was stopped by Ken Regan. Eric Lindros has gone back to talk to Ron Hextall. What's that discussion here, Joe?
He's saying, well, where should I shoot? And Hextall's saying, what are you asking me for? Just go do it.
Here comes Lindros against Shields. Scores! Eric Lindros, a penalty shot, gives the Flyers a 3-0 lead.
It looked like Lindros almost mishandled the puck when he picked it up the first time, regained some control, and it looked like he almost mishandled it again and then beat him on the backhand through the leg.
He came with a ton of speed, Joe.
Yeah. Here it is. Now look, he's got to go get it. The puck's rolling. He loses it again there and then regains control. And for the second time in this game, Shields is beaten through the legs. There's the first one. Look at the puck bouncing and rolling. He loses it, regains control, almost misses it again, and then is able to just slide it through the legs of Shields for the 3-0 lead.
Unfortunately, slowed down enough so he didn't bowl over Gerard Gauthier, the linesman.
Nearly did. Oh, that's a tremendous shot right there. The great concentration by Lindros. You could see him putting his eyes back down, looking back down at the ice because he knew that he lost control of the puck. So he had to find it again and regain control.
Lindros
around the net, collapse around Mike Richter, help one another.
Lindros again, Richter down, Lindros wrap around, what a save! Lindros was celebrating, Richter was saving, and that one deflected out deep. Mike Richter with an
thinking and hitting Leclerc like that. You know if you get caught, it's a 2-minute penalty, but you know if you hit John Leclerc right, maybe you create a depth bottom for the Flyers and can shake John Leclerc out. Maybe he's seeing if the puck crossed the line. Maybe that's what he's reviewing.
They may be reviewing to see if that was a goal.
Yep, and I'm sure now that Eric Lindros was actually asking for that when he was following Bill McCurry. It wasn't to do with the Leclerc penalty at all.
It was to do with that goal. Was it a goal? That looked pretty close on that first shot we just saw. The video replay judge, of course, can call down to the referee on this issue, and that may be what happened here, or he may have gone up after Lindros went up and nudged him a bit about it.
The smaller of the two linesmen is Gerard Gauthier. That is Kevin Collins, number 50. Gauthier was saying something to Bill McCreary. He might have had a look at it. We have an overhead, and this is what they will see upstairs in the replay booth. Here comes Lindros around the net. You can see Mike Richter. He'll grab the post in a second and pull himself across. There he is. Here comes the wraparound attempt, and
puck must.
Oh, baby, that was 6 inches over.
Yep.
Well, this is one of the first and few we have seen that has happened this way, if it counts. Where there's really been a huge delay between the time it is credited.
Yes.
It is. It's a goal.
Absolutely.
And the clock will go back to the time that the goal was scored.
Right.
So Eric Lindros has picked up his first goal in this series and his 7th of the playoffs. And it is a 1-0 Flyers lead.
Well, that was an accurate call, and that's why we have replay at this stage of the hockey season. Colin Campbell doesn't like it, but that overhead replay showed that this was 6 to 8 inches over the line. Mike Richter did well even to keep it from getting to the back of the net.
Now, the penalty came after the goal was scored.
Exactly.
And the penalty is still supposed to, I believe, be in effect.
I believe
but
so, too.
But has gone out of the penalty box and gone over to the bench.
Eric Lindros was patiently waiting out near the face-off circle, waiting to see what happened. And you know what? I can't imagine that Eric Lindros saw that clearly, or he would have been going nuts trying to get Bill McCreary's attention. He very quietly went to him and said, "You going to review that? Because, you know, it looked like it might have gone across to me." But he didn't seem very animated, so I suspect he didn't even see it.
Now, Mark Messier, night out shot, deflected wide, and lots of traffic in front, including Eric Lindros. Again, Lindros in front. Lindros score! Lindros converts and the Flyers lead it 3-2.
Wow. What a rocket. Eric Lindros' shot selection here is kind of interesting because he was close enough to wrist it by Mike Richter, but did he launch a rocket to the upper corner that Richter had absolutely no chance on? John LeClair, enough time to make a play. That's what started it. Then the Rangers had to scramble because they'd all been back down low. They collapsed down low. Zubris with a good play on the sideboards to really stop it. And then Zubris, I think, diving, made that play. Lindros got that up and over Mike Richter's glove. Lindros was coming on the back check, and when he saw the turnover, he wheeled around and let her rip. What a shot. But I think Zubris, with a second effort, actually made that play against two Rangers, Samuelsson and Churlo, over the sideboard.
Samuelsson was ready to take the puck out of the zone, and Zubris diving from behind just got enough to palm with driver. Sent around in front off the side of the net that time. Joel Otto flips that one out towards the net. Getting in front, Lindros, and he's got a hat trick! And he battled through Mark Messier. Eric Lindros with an empty net goal. A hat trick for him, his first ever in the playoffs, and the Flyers have a 6-3 lead.
He may be the only player in this game who cannot be stopped when he puts his mind to wanting something, and boy did Eric Lindros want this puck. He hooked back Mark Messier. Watch his play. He gave him a little poke, then a little hook, but not enough to get called, and once he got his momentum going, Mark Messier, as strong and as big and as determined as Mark Messier can be, looked like he didn't stand a chance.
Only the 4th player in the playoffs this year to pick up a hat trick. Gretzky's got 2 of them. And that's what Eric Lindros is all about.
Oh, no kidding. That picture and that replay tells you about the passing of the torch in this league from guys like Mark Messier to some of the younger guys. That just shows Eric Lindros' dominant strength and his persistence and desire. He just wanted that, and he went and
dropped it back. Coffey gets it back into the zone. Center. Backhand shot. Wide rebound. Lindros. He scored! Eric Lindros, with 6.8 seconds left, has given the Flyers a 3-2 lead.
Can you believe this finish? I bet you Mark Messier can't. Absolutely amazing. The Rangers cleared the zone on that face-off. There is a review here. The Rangers cleared the zone only to have the Flyers come back. Rod Brind'Amour made a magnificent play, and then it was surpassed by John LeClair's pass to Eric Lindros. And then, to me, Lindros' backhand in the sharp angle was surpassed by LeClair's play. Watch this amazing sequence here as we tick down Brind'Amour. A beautiful little pass. Watch LeClair know that he's in no man's land. He just tries to go for Lindros, and then Eric Lindros with the backhander had to get over Adam Graves and into the net. Are you kidding me? Can this be happening? This is amazing.
Eric Lindros, their captain and leader, has given them a 3-2 lead. A power play goal with 6.8 seconds remaining in this game. It is his 4th goal of this series. His 10th of the playoffs. When Eric Lindros has scored, Philadelphia has gone 8-1 in the playoffs.
Absolutely amazing. Mike Richter is kicking himself in the rear end. Now he's saying, I overplayed LeClair. I had a guy on him. He was on his backhand anyway. But, I mean, how would you think that John LeClair is going to thread a pass through 3 Rangers to Eric Lindros, and then Lindros was going to shoot a backhander from an impossible angle with Adam Graves on the ice in front of him? What execution. I'll tell you what, that passing play was unbelievable.
We have had 3 goals scored in this game in the final 5 minutes of play here. Well, Lindros credited LeClair and Brendamore at 19:53.
We should have known from game 3 with what happened in the 3rd period. I mean, the goals just started to come and they never stopped coming. Mike Richter did everything he could do to get there, but he was just beat. Lindros had to get something on the shot. He had to get it up over Adam Graves and up over Mike Richter, and he did them both.
Flyers with a chance to go up 3-1 are just seconds away. Richter, of course, will be